Hey guys, welcome back. Today I thought I would do a chatty get ready with me. I'm getting ready to go to church this morning. Today is Sunday, and I wanted to share the devotional today at the beginning of the video. Like, I have been sharing like my little devotionals at the end, but today is going to be a little bit more not heavy, but I just feel like I have a lot of things like weighing on my mind, and so I wanted to read the little scripture today. So if you haven't watched the end of my videos, this is the little book that I'm reading out of, the devotional book. So I have this listed down below if you're curious about it, but it's by the author Susie Larson, and I love just how beautiful like all the pages are in this book. Like, they're just so pretty. But today's devotional is Springtime Expectancy. May God Himself put springtime in your soul. May you live today with expectancy that He's doing a new thing in your midst. May you refuse worry, release your cares, and remember His promises. He'll make a way where there seems to be no way. Have a faith-filled, expectant day today. And then the scripture is Philippians 4:6-7. Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need and thank Him for all He has done. Then you will experience God's peace, which exceeds anything we can understand. His peace will guard your hearts and minds as you live in Christ Jesus. And that is like one of my favorite scriptures. I love just the book of Philippians. It's just such a good book of the Bible. Just so much like encouragement there. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and start to apply my makeup today, and we'll kind of like get into like what I want to talk about. So, and I don't know like what kind of makeup look I want to do today. Like, I'm just going to just grab whatever I'm wanting to use. So I think today for my foundation, I'm trying to decide like what I want to do with like what I have over here. But I think I'm going to do the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. I know that this one's getting pretty used up, and I need to just, which I had some scissors in here, but I don't think I do anymore. I've got like my little like scissors for cutting my false lashes, but I'm going to cut into this bottle because it's basically empty, and I want to get like the last little bits of this out. So, which it's always like whenever you cut into this you realize like how much is still in there, but I'll probably have to get like a little baggie to keep that in so it doesn't dry out in the meantime of me trying to use this up. But if I don't mention everything that I'm using today, I'll have everything listed down in the description box, and I'll also just pop, what I'm using up on screen if I don't, well, even if I mention it, I always like pop things up on screen so you guys can see what I'm using if I don't show it. So I'm just going to blend that in with my dampened Paw makeup sponge. But yeah, I feel like we're gonna get a little personal today, but I don't know what it is about like me getting ready to start my period, and I don't know, like, this is gonna be TMI. I know that this video is not gonna be for everybody, but I just felt like I wanted to share some things. But I just get so hard on myself like right around my period getting ready to start. And I don't know if you guys are like this or what, but I know that it's like a drop in like my hormone levels, and it doesn't normally last very long that I feel like this. It might just be like a day or two, but it's like one of those things where I always know I'm getting ready to start my period because I would just feel almost like slightly depressed. Like, I'll just feel bad about myself and about everything, and I hate it so much. Like, I hate feeling like this, but it passes. But do any of you guys like experience that? Like, where you just feel like harder on yourself? Like, where you just feel like, I don't know, just like bad about yourself. Just like little things. I don't know. It's hard for me to talk about this because it's like I know I'm putting myself like out there for everyone to see, and I don't like being vulnerable like this. But I know that probably you guys struggle with this as well sometimes, and it might not even be like your period that brings about like these types of feelings, but you know, it's like you'll just judge yourself by maybe like you feel like you're not young looking enough, or you know, I'll nitpick like every little thing, or I'll just feel bad and just feel down, and I hate feeling bad or feeling down. Like I want to feel positive all the time but it's just not reality. But that's why I wanted to read the devotion today, because I just feel like that's a really great devotion, like to just remember that, you know, just put like your worries and everything in, you know, God's hands, and you're important to him and you don't need to worry. But yeah, I'm having one of those days today. And it's also too, like with the weather, sometimes when the weather is just really rainy and dreary out, it just brings my whole mood down. I don't know if you guys are like that or not, but yeah. It's so crazy how a drop in hormones can really just affect like your whole mood. It's almost like I feel like a different person whenever I get like this. Like it doesn't even feel like me. Like I just feel really insecure and just worry, and I can't sleep well. And it's like, it's not like I'm really worrying about anything in particular. It's just like my brain will not shut off sometimes. So, but I'm definitely not perfect, you know, and I wanted to film a video while I was kind of feeling like this, because I know it would be relatable for any of you guys out there. Like I just scratched my neck and it's like so red now for any of you guys that experience like these types of feelings sometimes. And I just wanted to let you guys know that it's totally okay and normal to feel like this sometimes. I feel like as women, like sometimes we just have times where we don't feel good enough or adequate enough. And I don't know, like maybe there are some women out there that never feel these types of feelings that I feel, but I just find that like hard to believe. And it's one of those things too where I don't want people to feel sorry for me for feeling like this. It's just normal feelings that, you know, I need to feel, let go of, and like get past. And then, you know, once I start my period, like my mood will shift, and usually I'll think back on when I felt like this and just think, wow, like that was like, I can't believe I even felt that way. Like I said, it just makes me feel like I'm not even the same person when I feel like this. I'm trying to decide if I want to do my bronzer first or my brows. Like I've been using more like liquid products, so sometimes I like to set my face after I use those instead of before. So I'm just going to get like the foundation off of my brows, and I'm going to go ahead and fill those in, and I'm also going to take this off my lips. But yeah, with the devotional today, it's like I just need to remember to give my worries to God and just pray and know that this is just some feelings and they will pass. You know, feelings don't last. And that can be a good and also a bad thing. It's like when you have good feelings and you're feeling happy and everything, it's like you want that to last forever. But that's also just like not reality. Like your feelings change, and you know. But yeah, I mean, I know that most of you guys, same as me, come to YouTube for an escape. So that's why I don't really like to film videos like this when I'm not feeling happy and positive, because I don't want to bring anyone down. But it's just not reality. And also too, I feel that it makes others feel worse, like when you are having days like the way that I'm feeling today, that it makes you feel that no one else goes through these types of feelings, that you should always feel happy and positive, and that it's not okay to feel bad. Like, it's not okay to feel bad about yourself. It's not okay to just feel down or sad or just like not yourself. But I'm just here to say that it is okay. It is normal. I mean, obviously, if you're just living and beating yourself up every day and you're just not happy and you're depressed and all of that, definitely go to a doctor. And, you know, you might need to go see a therapist, or maybe there's some chemical imbalances that maybe you need to be on medication. And, you know, sometimes I have thought about that with myself when it comes to like my period, you know, like maybe I need to go to the doctor about it, but it only lasts for like a day or two. So I feel like it's pretty normal feelings. And I feel like a lot of other women feel this way, like right before their period. It's just some people feel worse, or, you know, we all feel differently. And some people just handle things like this differently than others. Like maybe some people never talk about it and it's just all internal. But it always helps me to just talk about these things and get it off of my chest so I can kind of get past it. You know, that's the thing about negative emotions. You just have to like sit with them, feel them, let them pass, and don't fight them. Because like every time I try to fight my negative emotions, it makes it so much worse. Also, I feel like my brows are not looking their best today. That's also usually another thing that happens to me when I have days like this. It's like everything that I do, I feel like looks terrible, which is just like another form of just like beating myself up. But if it was like another day, I would be like, yeah, my brows look great. Like, I love the way they look. I also wanted to use like a lip gloss or something to moisturize my lips in the meantime. I might just use my Vaseline Rosy Lips to condition my lips. I think I might use one of these Physicians Formula, the Butter Glow and Go sticks. Yeah, the Sun Kissed and Rose one. I've really been, or the last time that I used these, like I really liked this one. So let's just put some of this on, and then I'm gonna blend it out. I'm just gonna use this brush from that Amazon brush set that I mentioned a bunch here on my channel. I'll have it linked down below, but it's just like the angled kind of dome brush. But yeah, it's like sometimes we just get like too much in our heads. And I think too, sometimes with me, my job that I have, I spend a lot of times like just by myself. Like my job is very independent, and I really do enjoy that. Like I like having independent work. I mean, I also love working like in a group setting too, but sometimes when you're just like with yourself too much, you get too much in your head about things, which can just cause you to spiral. So I find that sometimes when I'm filming like YouTube videos or, you know, hanging out with friends or doing other things, like it gets your mind distracted, and then it helps you get through some of those like negative like emotions that you might be going through. Just gonna add a little bit more. But yeah, society just put so much pressure on women. I feel like honestly women put so much pressure on other women. And I mean, yeah, there are some guys out there that do that as well. They put a lot of pressure on women to be a certain way, but honestly, I feel that it's mostly women doing that to other women or making other women feel that way. And I definitely don't want to ever come off that way in like my videos. Like, I don't want to make anyone feel bad or not good enough. Like, I want my videos to be a place where you feel more uplifted and better about yourself. Like, I want you to come away from my videos feeling good and not bad. But yeah, I love that Physicians Formula. I feel like my lights might be a little bit bright. Let's lightly back those down. But yeah, I love that bronzer stick. Like, I think it just looks so pretty, really natural. Like, this would also be another great product. I'm gonna put some here on my jawline so I can kind of bronze up that area. But this would be another great product to use when you're doing like a no makeup look. Like, in one of my more recent videos, I did just like my easy everyday no makeup look, and it's just kind of like my go-to look. But I think this would also be another great bronzer to use for a look like that. I try to journal, you know, when I'm having moments like this, or I'll talk to Josh, or I'll call like a girlfriend, or I'll film a YouTube video. So now I'm going to go in with the blush. And I know that you guys can't really talk to me in real time, and I just don't feel confident enough to do live, like YouTube lives. I don't know, that just seems so vulnerable for me. So I don't know that I'm at a place where I could go live on YouTube and feel good about it, especially in days like today where I'm not really feeling my best. But I do like filming these types of videos, and even though you guys can't interact with me live, it does make me feel better later whenever I get this posted and I read your all's comments. It just really uplifts me. So, and I hope that, you know, others of you, that when you read the comments, you also feel uplifted, that you guys just like uplift each other. If you're having like a rough day, or if you're struggling, just know that you're going to get through those times. God is with you, and just pray, just journal, just know that things are going to get better. It's going to pass. So I'm just going back with my sponge and just tapping that blush out a little bit. And it's like, sometimes I've been going back over like these products with like powder to like really intensify them and all of that. But I don't know. I guess we'll just see once I set everything. So I'm going to go in with the Morphe Cloud Light Soft Glow Veil Powder in Dawn. And I've been liking to use this almost like a highlight, like a really soft highlight. And then I'll just take it lightly and just put it all over the face. But I do like to go in with a more mattifying powder on the center of my face to just mattify things. And I think I will actually go in with a powder blush to intensify that. I think I might actually use some of this CoverGirl, the Instant Cheekbones in Sophisticated Sable. And I'm just going to kind of go mix all those up together. And I'm just using this Morphe brush. This is the Powder Bronzer M241. Yeah, that color is really pretty. It's kind of light and natural. But I was telling Josh last night, it's like, that's also another thing that drives me insane when I'm doing these types of videos where it's just off the cuff and I'm sharing my feelings with you guys. I use like a lot, or I feel, and I'm so sorry if that's so annoying. But I was telling Josh last night that the way that I feel about myself sometimes when I'm having this period before my period where my emotions get lower, it's like when you really judge yourself in your current body, like you take a picture of yourself and you see yourself in that picture and you pick it apart, and then years down the road you could see that same picture and not have any of those feelings. Like think, like I looked so good, like I liked my hair, I loved my makeup, like I look so thin or whatever. But in the moment when that picture was taken, you felt none of those things. That's how I feel when I'm feeling like this, that I'm just being so judgmental to myself and so self-critical, or just feeling bad. But then weeks later, I don't feel that way at all. And honestly, like I wish I could just move past these emotions so much quicker. But, that's just me fighting these feelings. And like I said, I just need to be a little bit easier on myself and know that it's totally okay. And I just want to let you guys know that it's okay, This little palette from Wet n Wild, this is the Heart and Soul palette. I think this is such a pretty springtime palette. So I'm going to use this. And I think I might actually prime my eyelids with this CoverGirl lid lockup. So let's just put on the lids. And then I'm just gonna blend that out. I'm just using another brush from the Amazon brush set. It's like the angled blending, not really blending, it's just like an angled brush. Okay, and then I'm going to let that primer kind of dry down on the eyelids a little bit. I'm going to first go in with this lightest shade in the palette. And I'm going to use this blending brush here from that Amazon brush set. Just like the pointed blending brush. And I'm going to blend that in the crease. And also kind of take that on the eyelid as well, just to kind of set that eyeshadow primer. And to add just like a little bit of warmth in the crease. Next, I'm going to use the shade. Same blending brush. And I'm just going to place that in the same spot where I put the other shade. Just slowly darkening up the crease. And I asked you guys in one of my Get Ready With Me's, like what colors you like to wear for springtime. And a lot of you guys said like peach and coral. Some of you guys said green too. And yeah, there are some years where I'm really into green this time of the year. But I don't know what it is about this year, but like peach has just been my go-to shade for spring. I'm just going back with that first lighter peachy color, and I'm going to blend around the edge a little bit more. But I find that some of the colors in this little palette are kind of comparable to the Sweet Peach. Like, I mean, obviously it's not a dupe or anything, but it kind of has that same sort of peachy vibe, which I've really been liking right now. It's like the only thing about this palette, I wish it had some other lighter shades like the Sweet Peach palette, like some of these kind of shades. So I'm gonna use just the white peach in this as my brow bone highlight. I feel like I have a cat hair. And all over the lid, I'm going to use this color. Just going to use this pointed concealer brush from the Amazon brush set. Okay, and then I'm going to take some more White Peach from the Sweet Peach palette, and just, I'm going to use that here in the inner corner. And I totally forgot, but I was going to mattify like the center of my face. So yeah, let's go ahead and do this now. I might have to use a little bit more after the setting spray, but I do want to at least set my under eyes, I think. Or do I want to wait until after my setting spray? Maybe we'll just wait after the setting spray because I'm getting ready to do that now. So let's just do the setting spray, let that dry, and then I'll use some mattifying powder in my T-zone. So I'm just going to use the LA Girl setting spray. It's like also too, just doing my makeup and just taking some time for myself like this helps me as well when I'm not feeling my best. So I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible Blurfection powder. And I'm just using this flat top elf brush. And I'm going to just put that like here in the T-zone. But like, see how that mattifies the face? It really does help to blur things out. I'm gonna take some here, on the forehead, down the nose. Okay, yeah, that looks so good. I love that. I might throw on my false lashes again today. Like, I've really been enjoying the way that that looks. And I've just been using the Ardell Baby Wispies, and I've been cutting them in half and using the last half here on like the outer corner of my eye. So I'm just going to apply some of my mascara, throw the false lashes on, and then I'll come back and we'll figure out what I'm going to use on my lips today. So I went ahead and did my false lashes and mascara, and I just used this Maybelline Sky High in Cosmic Black. So now we need to figure out what to wear on the lips today. So I'm going to take off this lip conditioner. And I think, like, I recently did, like, showed my entire collection on my tinted lip balms. Like, I did lip swatches and everything. And in that video, it made me rediscover this Burt's Bees Lip Shimmer in Caramel. So I think I'm going to use this today. But I want to line my lips first. And I'm trying to find the lip liner that I want to use. Okay, I'm going to use this Revlon Longwear like Color Stay lip liner in Nude. So I just kind of smushed my lips together to blend the lip liner out. So actually, I just realized that this one Burt's Bees Lip Shimmer, I have two of these. That one is done. I need to get rid of that one. Okay, so I'm just going in with a Burt's Bees Lip Shimmer in Caramel. But yeah, like this lipstick, or not lipstick, this lip balm used to be a go-to of mine. I used to love using it with like a nude lip liner like that. So that just brings back some good memories. I might warm up my crease just a little bit more. I feel like I just want to take this color up a little bit higher. I'm just using that second shade right there. Okay, so that is this peachy makeup look completed. I feel like I've been doing so many peachy makeup looks recently, but it's just been what I've been into. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and I hope this gave some of you guys encouragement, hopefully, or you just found it relatable to know that, you know, we all go through these types of emotions sometimes where we don't feel our best, where we're feeling a little bit hard on ourselves, where we're feeling a little bit down. But just know it is completely normal. And, you know, you just have to find ways to take care of yourself whenever you're feeling like this. Like I said, journaling helps me, you know, reading God's word or just reading good devotionals, praying, meditating, like all of that. And just like spending time alone, like being out in nature, talking to a friend, putting on a nice face of makeup, like all of those things help me. All of those things help me whenever I'm going through times like that. And also, if it is related to, you know, that time of the month for you, just know that it is going to pass. Like, I have to remind myself of that. And I have to just realize that it's just, you know, my hormones are, you know, shifting to go into my period, and that eventually it's going to pass. But yeah, I hope that you guys did enjoy this. If you stay till the end, thank you so much. I love you guys so much, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.